also thank the private sector for their participation and contribution in the budget. And eighth, I wish to appreciate the media and non-state actors for their active engagement and participation in the financial year 2025-2026 budget. Mr. Speaker, I forever remain indebted to my beloved wife, Madam Rhoda Mbadi, and my children, who is here in the Speaker's gallery, and my children for their support and inspiration as I execute my duties as the National Treasury and Economic Planning. Their prayers and guidance gave me the zeal to proceed even during my lowest moments. I remain deeply grateful also to my siblings for raising me, paying my school fees, and supporting me throughout my journey. Mr. Speaker, I am sure that my late parents, the and this babe, Slermina Yambu Ngongo, who is my mother, are smiling down from above as they see their youngest son perform this great service for the great people of Kenya. God is truly faithful. Lastly, Mr. Speaker, my utmost gratitude goes to all Kenyans for their contributions during the budget process. Thank you, and may God bless Kenya. Mr. Speaker, before I resume my seat, you will recall that I have already submitted to this House the budget estimates and the Finance Bill 2025, together with the accompanying documents as required by the Public Finance Management Act 2012. Today, I further submit the following documents for this August House and request that you graciously receive them. 1, budget statement for the financial year 2025-26. 2, the 2025 budget policy statement. 3, estimates of revenue, grants and loans for the financial year 2025-2026. 4, financial statements for the financial year 2025-26. 5, medium-term debt management strategy 2025. 6, budget highlights, the Mwananchi guide for the financial year 2025-26. And finally, statistical annex to the budget statement for the financial year 2025-2026. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Thank you, honorable members.
Thank you, Minister. You may now take your seat. Thank you, CS, for just above 2 hours well spent in presenting your first budget highlights to this House. Honorable members, I wish to thank the Cabinet Secretary for the National Treasury and Economic Planning for ably making a public pronouncement of the budget policy highlights and the revenue-raising measures for the national government for the financial year 2025-2026 and the medium term. I confirm that in conformity with the provisions of Section 39 and 39A of the Public Finance Management Act, Cap 412A, and the Standing Order 244C, the Cabinet Secretary had already submitted to the National Assembly the relevant legislative proposals necessary to actualize the revenue-raising measures to finance the 2025-2026 budget. This has since culminated in the Finance Bill 2025, which is under consideration by this House. Honorable members, it's my pleasure to invite all members, the Cabinet Secretary for the National Treasury and Economic Planning, other Cabinet Secretaries, and all invited guests to a reception at the Parliamentary Courtyard. Honorable members, the time now being 5:23 p.m., this House stands adjourned until Tuesday, 17th June 2025 at 2:30 p.m. I thank you.
That marks the climax of the budget highlights for the year 2025-2026 financial year, delivered by the Cabinet Secretary for the National Treasury, Honorable John Mbadi, highlighting a number of issues and a number of sectors that the government is keen on. To just take you through some of the areas that the CS for the National Treasury has highlighted is the aspect of Kenya being told it works on an realistic budget, and the CS says for the first time the country will be moving forward with a zero budget, where before the budget was allocated to various state departments, we had various state agencies as well as ministries appearing before Parliament to justify why those items should be factored in the budget to align the aspect of the allocation of budget and to streamline the allocation of funds. There has been monies allocated to the universal health care coverage and the affordable housing. And in a nutshell, the CS for the National Treasury says the government is committed to delivering a stable interest rate country where the interest rates are not staggering over and above to improve the economies of the business sector. Among the issues that the CS has highlighted that are set to streamline the business industry is the streamlining of the public procurement reforms. And rolling out of these public procurement reforms is by ensuring that the e-procurement system is up and running by July of this year. The public sector wage bill is also set to be reduced, with the priority being on development. On the issue of pending bills, 229 billion shillings have been recommended for settlements. This is pending cabinet approval. So that is some of the issues highlighted in this coming year, financial year. And so kindly allow me to hand over back to the Broadcasting House for more analysis on these budget estimates for the financial year 2025-2026. On behalf of the team that made this broadcast possible, allow me to thank you for watching and continue following us courtesy of our live platforms.